This video is instruction on completing the CW2 document. This is where you're going to do the bulk of the work on your creative writing project. We're going to put together a rather extensive word bank using our picture and things that we see in our picture. Now, I've chosen one for this video that is probably there's not enough detail in it for our project, but I think it illustrates some very interesting points. So what we have here is the picture on the left of a hand, and on the right there is one of 5 pages of what will become our word bank. Notice that above each one of these boxes is the word noun. And so you're going to have 5 pages here, and you're going to have to come up with 15 nouns that you see in the picture. And then you're going to have to attach some action verbs to them that apply, and adjectives. So for each noun you're going to have 5 action verbs and 5 adjectives. And then this will give us a good basis for what we are going to write about. So really, when you're coming up with your verbs, you are really trying to personify what is in the picture. So let's take a look at a couple examples here. So if we go up to the first page here, notice that there are a couple of nouns. Notice that you can see fingers, or you could even hone in on one finger here. And so now, what are things that a finger might do? Well, it could bend, it could rest, it can hold something, it can support something. If it moves and it's an old one, it might creak. So there are 5 good action verbs not ending in ing. And we'll look over under the adjectives, what might we do to describe one of the fingers. Well, it might be wrinkled, worn, if it's an old finger, stiff. It might be lonely. You'll notice the forefinger is kind of hanging out there alone. It could also be very strong. It can be the basis for the strength of the hand. Another thing we might notice here are the knuckles. And things that a knuckle might do is it might curl, it might droop. If you look at the little finger, you'll notice that the knuckle is kind of extending and falling down. Sag is also a verb that might apply there. If a knuckle was very tired, one might imagine that it could even sigh or feel that way. The knuckles can also rest. They don't have to be in action. Adjectives: old, tired, weak, pale, sad. I think that those apply as the adjectives do above. Now notice what we can do. So if we look at these words, we might come up with a sentence like this. The pale, weak knuckle curled as it rested on the strong but lonely smaller finger. And that's kind of what we are shooting for in the end. But for right now, let's just put together our word banks. You need to come up with 15 nouns and the words that apply to them. Thank you.